Network troubleshooting. It's kind of like you want to have a tool belt and carry around some of the more important tools with you. At least carry them around in here. So again, I'm going to show one that you can use inside of a command prompt. I'm on a Windows box inside a command prompt, running, of course, as elevated as an administrator. But the command is tracert. And I'll do the /question to find out what are my options. And here is my list of options. This is one of those commands that, let's say that you think you're losing the battle because the server guys and the network guys battle where they're saying, it's got to be the network, and you're saying, no, it's got to be the servers. And you think, well, maybe there is a network problem because I'm trying to ping some destination, say Google, but it's not working. So you're afraid, oh man, I'm going to have to admit to those guys that, sure enough, yep, there's a problem with the network. Well, instead of saying there's a problem, because the real downside is if your network is broken, that means you're going to have to get to work and fix it. What Traceroute will allow you to do is get out of it in some cases. Let's see how. Let's say you have a user contact you and say, you know what, I'm trying to look something up, I can't get to Google. And so, of course, you run over to your cube, same network, and you try to get to Google, and I can't get to Google either. This could be a problem. Let's check something. I'm going to traceroute to google.com. Now, I'm just going to hit enter and watch what it does. It's going to start tracing, and it's going to go hop to hop to see how long it takes, how many hops it takes to get to the destination. Now, you'll notice that it's taken a little bit of time at each hop. Now it's speeding up a little bit. But the reason there's a little extra time is because you'll notice there to the right, I have host names of these DNS servers that are being, each of these individual hops are being hit. And if you think about it in terms of network terminology, every single router is a hop. So, but the point that's taking a little extra time is resolving these names. Now, notice the trace completed. I got there in 12 hops. The point I was making about being able to get out of it maybe a little bit. Let's say that you got, let's look at this output here. And let's say we got about out to 8 hops, and then it starts dying, and you never get to Google. Well, in that case, you don't have to say, yes, the network is down. Instead, you can rephrase it to say, well, there might be a problem with the network, but the problem is not our network. In other words, somewhere down the line, 8 hops in or whatever, there's a problem. But it's like, hey, they got top people on it right now working on it, but it's not us. Traceroute will enable you to find that out. The other point I was making about the extra time it takes, maybe you don't really care about these host names. Well, one of those command line switches, if I come back up to the top here, when I did the question mark, I had this option where it says -D, do not resolve addresses to host names. So if all you're interested in is, hey, how many hops am I getting there? I can use that information to my advantage. And I'm going to do a traceroute -D, don't resolve those names. And I'm still going to go to google.com. And it should speed things up. Notice bang, 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 because it's not spending the time. You're still on screen here looking up these host names. They're not here. So it speeds this up. So you may decide, I don't really care about the host names. I just want to see, am I getting there? If I am, how many hops? If I'm not getting there, how far am I getting before it dies? So I would say if you're building your network troubleshooting tool belt, make sure you put Traceroute as one of the tools that you're going to use quite frequently as a network admin.